Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about Pluto in Aquarius in a natal chart. Now, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the Pluto placements in a natal chart. They're a little bit concise, and some people may refer to them as snappy. So what I decided to do is make another series on them in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first up, well, Pluto and Aquarius, Pluto is connected with passion and desire. So having this placement, it could be where there's a lot of passion and desire in matters with goals, aspirations, groups, doing, integrating with society, doing things associated with altruism, humanitarianism, selflessness, matters with computers, electronics, the internet, innovation. It could be doing things, really just having a lot of passion, desire, just going toward your future, moving forward, being progressive, um, interaction with friends, and ingratiating yourself with groups, clubs, organizations as well. And also too, now Pluto in astrology is associated with power and control. So having this placement, there may be a strong desire to have that power and control over your future. Over it could be doing things. Could be your friends in some cases. It may be desire to be in a position of power in some group, club, or organization. And also, I mean, this is like having more control in those matters, but also I would say, doing things, that acts of selflessness, altruism, humanitarianism. As an example, I mean, somebody can express these qualities at their place of business, and maybe the person feels that that would help them, elevate their position at that place, as an example, and giving them more power as a result. And the thing about this too is I would expect, during this transit, just collectively, because as many of you may know, we're going to be having, this transit. Pluto's going to enter Aquarius again into the early 2024. I think it's February 2024, and there may be a rise in internet crimes, cyber crime, hijacking, hacking into others, computers, and just people on the internet just committing crimes, more nefarious activity on social media. Now, another thing too is that Pluto is associated with intimate relationships. So, one or more of these people may actually be an Aquarius sun, moon, or ascendant, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be, somebody, that's very selfless, altruistic, considered, unobtrusive, ingenious. Um, Someone also that's very friendly, group oriented, person that has clear reasoning power, as some examples, very lucid in speech. um, it may be also too, it could be someone that's in an Aquarius profession, whether it's somebody connected with computers, electronics, aviation, meteorology, astrology, astronomy, um, working with new technology, information technology, as some examples, an innovator. Um, Another thing too, about Pluto is it's connected with transformation. So there may be a more of an urge, even though this is generational, more of an urge to transform, friends, people that are prominent in groups, clubs, organizations. It may be transforming using artificial intelligence more. I believe this is going to be even more popular, more prevalent, during this transit than it even is currently at the time that I'm making this video. When Pluto right now, at the time of this video, making it, is in Capricorn. Now, another thing too is that it's also about, really you know, about if someone has this placement and they're making some, transformation or major change in his or her life, there may be more of a desire to do it independently and without, listening to what others believe and not allowing, extraneous things to, interfere with what he or she is doing. There may be some desire to transform humanity as well. And also, this is a time and society. So, and even matters with the internet. You know, um, Pluto is also associated with rebirth and regeneration. So, having this placement, can indicate there's more of rebirth and regeneration, revival in matters associated with friendships. It could be, groups, clubs, organizations, matters pertaining to one's goals and aspirations. It could be, the person may go through a lot of, resurrection with that, a resurgence of one's goals and objectives and aspirations. It could be doing something, with the internet or social media. If a person has had, say, a lot of downtime on the internet, or they've been detached from the internet for a prolonged time, and then comes back and gets back on it again, and things like that, and also matters again with groups, clubs, organizations, and really it could even be just simply in integrating, with society as well. So, and also too, during this transit, I would expect a lot of, there may be more secrets that people are trying to keep hidden, that trying to keep suppressed on the internet, that'll be unleashed and unveiled at, during the time of this transit. Now, another thing is, Pluto in astrology is connected with death and, endings, and it's literal death and figurative death, obliteration, destruction. So Pluto in Aquarius may experience, there may be more deaths that they experience with their friendships, their friends, acquaintances, people that are prominent in groups, clubs, and organizations. It could be, through social media. It could be, whether it's being involved in a group on social media, whether it's people they know there, or a website. There may be more experiences with endings of that nature, during this time, and also, matters connected with selflessness and humanitarianism, altruism. There may be, certain more endings associated with that, whether it's somebody expressing, selflessness toward one person or groups. This is where there may be, some, more endings with it, but it doesn't mean there can't be new beginnings with that as well. Uh, Pluto is also associated with support, whether it be moral, emotional, or monetary support. So Pluto in Aquarius, you may show, a lot of support very selflessly, altruistically. Um, it could be in, very, in a friendly manner, very humane, type of manner, and really, and there may be a lot of support given and received in connection with one's friends and acquaintances as well. Um, it may be, supporting, showing this even through tech labs, helping others, kids that are in inner city schools, the less fortunate, and also too, and it also matters with the environment, helping, showing support more for humanity and people, large groups of people as opposed to individuals. Pluto in astrology is also associated with surgery and trauma. So the person that has this placement, though generational, may have more susceptibility to some kind of injury or trauma or surgery associated with the ankles, the shins, the calves, nerves, and circulation. It could be like an ankle sprain, or some kind of shin splints. It could be a pull, calf, muscle, as some examples. In this, I would say there'd be even a greater propensity for this. Let's say if Pluto is in the first or sixth house in one's natal chart, because the first house is connected with the physical body. The sixth house is over physical health related issues. And during this time in general, there could be more of a fixation and obsession in matters connected, with the internet, and to be part of some group, club, or organizations, or to fit in with society. Some people think that this, transit could be, the destruction and obliteration of humanity. I sure hope it's not. I think likely not, but there are some people who do believe that that's, could happen during this time. But anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube Astro Lunch for this segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.